Coming up on SMTV News,
Mississippi college graduates are leaving the state to seek better career opportunities post-graduation.
Also, USM has added new AI tools to the library for students to use during research to find scholarly sources.
A local conservation group has found a way to recycle glass into something beneficial for the hub city. More on this later.
During sports, Alvia Walker recaps the matchup between the Golden Eagles and App State last weekend, and then she's going to reveal the SMTV Player of the Week.
All this and more coming up on SMTV.
Your SMTV newscast starts now.
From the Chuck Scarborough Studios on the campus of the University of Southern Mississippi, this is SMTV News, the voice of the student.
Good morning, I'm Kennedy Drake.
And I'm Gabby Cox. Here is your top news story. The economy in Mississippi is being negatively impacted by brain drain, a term that describes how college graduates are leaving the state for better opportunities. Back in the years 2015 through 2018, Mississippi has invested over $1.5 million into its public university students, but half of those students didn't hold a job in the state by 2020. This issue has only gotten worse over the years. The Census Bureau estimates that from 2010 to 2024, 80,000 more residents left the state than moved in. The large number of people leaving results in a slowed economy, loss of talent and revenue, and it widens regional, socioeconomic, and political divides. Senior Jada Martin hasn't yet decided if she wants to leave or stay in Mississippi, but she also doesn't see many opportunities in Mississippi for her as a career as a lawyer.
I'm still straddling the fence here. I'm trying to figure out if I want to stay in Mississippi, if I don't want to stay in Mississippi. With my career and my journey to being a lawyer, there aren't as many opportunities as I would like to be in Mississippi, but I would love to give back to my community. I would love to give my knowledge and spread my awareness to even the youth, just to get them involved with what's going on in politics. So I'm still straddling the fence here.
Although Martin is still undecided where she wants her future career to be, she understands the concern of brain drain that it causes to her state and local community.
The USM libraries have recently adopted an AI research tool to help students when looking for resources. The research tool can help students find scholarly sources for their assignments. The tool can provide us to up to 5 relevant sources for each project. What separates the AI tool from the library's regular research engine is that the AI answers questions asked in a conversational language. A student can launch the AI and talk to it like they would to a friend or professor, and still find the scholarly sources that they need. While the student is able to find more than 5 sources by using See More Info, the AI research tool can only provide it up to 5 sources for the time being. The AI is especially important when you are unsure of what keywords to use.
So sometimes you may have difficulty knowing what keyword would be the best to search to get articles for what you're interested in or what you have to write a paper about. So this way you can just ask the AI a question just like you would ask your professor or somebody else, and it will go through and find the best keywords for you.
However, the program is still in its preliminary phase. It needs student feedback to get better. The tool cannot access content from JSTOR or other sources, like newspapers. The newspapers reacted sources and are also excluded from the source. It is because the platform hosting the AI does not have yet permission from those vendors to access their content. The library has also advised students to be careful when using any language learning module and to verify the responses.
A recycling group called Kick Glass Hburg is handling more than just glass bottles, but promoting environmental conservation as a whole. SMTV's Kiera Fox tells their story.
They're turning glass bottles into sand and cleaning up rivers and lakes along the way. This local recycling group is proving that a small team can make a big environmental impact. Board President of Piney Woods Conservation Group tells us exactly how it's done.
So our main program is Pine Belt Blueways. We launched Pine Belt Blueways in 2018 with Visit Hattiesburg, the City of Hattiesburg, Forest County, Mississippi Power, and several other stakeholders.
Pine Belt Blueways is a conservation group that has been able to use resources to try and minimize the amount of waste that goes into our local parks and landfills.
A lot of our local parks where trash could be impactful to wildlife. And out of that, we recycle all the trash that we find, we clean it up and get it into the recycling stream so we have less going into the landfill. And because of that, we launched Kick Glass H-Berg, which is a glass bottle recycling program.
After creating Kick Glass H-Bergs, the members use a device to ensure sustainability.
We have a glass crusher that takes glass bottles, discarded glass bottles, and turns it into sand, which can be used for all kinds of conservation and sustainability projects.
Yet they can't do it alone.
Found Glass Half Full, which is a for-profit glass recycling company in New Orleans that's been around for about 4 or 5 years. They're a partner of ours, but what we wanted to be able to do that in our own community.
Even though Glass Half Full is a huge company, the goal was to make recycling accessible for the Hattiesburg citizen.
We can't crush enough glass to make a dent in Hattiesburg's glass with our machine, but we can get all that glass to them, and we can kind of show the community like what it's like, and kind of create the buzz to want to do glass recycling.
Recycling today in hopes of a cleaner community tomorrow. Kiera Fox, SMTV.
If you're interested in being a part of the glass recycling chain, Kick the Glass is hosting a glass drop-off today from 5 to 8 p.m. at Southern Prohibition Brewery, downtown. Well, after a win against App State on Saturday, the Golden Eagles have their first away game of the season versus LA Tech in Ruston, Louisiana.
And we want to know what the weather will be like. SMTV News' Sophia Vetrano is here with us on game day to discuss the forecast. Sophia.
Thanks, Kennedy and Gabby. This Saturday's forecast is looking sunny and warm with some possible thunderstorms in the afternoon. We'll have sunny skies with a temperature of 88, perfect for morning tailgate. But keep your eyes open, there's a 55% chance of rain in the afternoon. Heading home, the temperature will be a comfortable 66 degrees with only a 2% chance of rain. Coming up next, I'll have a look at the rest of the forecast, including your weekend weather, when SM2 returns after these messages.
At Furniture Direct, we pay less so you pay less. Big Man Rocker Recliner, their price over $900. Our price $399. Dream Cloud Hybrid Mattress, their price $1299. Ours is $499, and the sheets and pillows are free. Ashley Sectional, theirs is $24.99. Ours $15.99. Reclining Sofa and Love Seat, their price $2,000. Ours is $14.99, and the recliner is free. Furniture Direct, your furniture and mattress destination.
To make sure our futures took off, we joined the Mississippi Army National Guard. With part-time service, we were able to get paid training in the aviation field. We learned skills that helped us get started down the path to a great civilian career. And this is just one out of the hundreds of jobs the Mississippi Army National Guard can train you for. You can learn a trade and earn money for school, all while serving close to home and being there for your community. See what your future could look like by going to nationalguard.com/ms.
Now, from SMTV News, here's your Golden Eagle forecast.
Welcome back, Golden Eagles. Looking into our 7-day forecast, it is going to be as hot as ever, but we're going to get lucky with some showers. Over here in Hattiesburg, Thursday kicks off with a high of 95 degrees and a low of 68. You're in the clear for rain. In Long Beach, Thursday is keeping that heat with a high of 93, low of 72, and keeping that 0% chance of rain. Friday in Long Beach, there's a high of 95 and a comfortable low of 72. Those rain chances are staying at 0. Going to Hattiesburg for Friday, we'll see a high of 96 and a low of 69. Those rain chances are still staying at 0%. Saturday in Hattiesburg brings in intense heat with a high of 99 and a low of 70. Make sure to stay hydrated. Those rain chances are bumping up to 83%, so I recommend having an umbrella handy. Saturday in Long Beach is a little different, with a high being a slightly cooler 95 and a low of 96. Y'all are staying dry down there with a 0% chance of rain. Now let's take a look at the rest of our extended forecast here in Hattiesburg. We start the new week Sunday with a high of 96 and a low of 69. We have an 89% chance of rain. Monday and Tuesday both topping out at 92 degrees with lows of 67 and clear skies. Wednesday has a high of 89 and a low of 71. Those rain chances bump up again to 85%. Going over to the forecast in Long Beach. Sunday brings a high of 86 and a low of 74. Those rain chances are high at 82%. Monday and Tuesday are similar in those highs of 84 and only a slight difference in a low of 72 and 71. However, Monday there's a 0% chance of rain, and Tuesday is a likely showers of 88%. Finishing up on Wednesday, there's a high of 83 and a cool low of 75. That rain does not let up at the coast, standing at 87%. That summer heat will not be letting up, but we get a break from the dry weather with all that rain. How y'all doing, Kennedy and Gabby?
I'm surviving, but it is so hot outside.
I swear, I'm sweating from just walking from my house to my next class.
Literally.
I need to walk with a little fan.
Yes.
Everywhere I go.
I'll be glad when some cool weather comes in. I'm so excited for fall and then winter.
Me too, girl.
Exactly.
Me
I want to
too.
pull out a sweater already.
Yes.
Sweater weather, where is it?
Exactly. The historic Eureka School in Hattiesburg continues to add several exhibits. The school is currently transitioning into a museum that focuses on civil rights and African American history. The Eureka School opened in 1921. It was one of the first brick high schools for African Americans in the state. Before Eureka, the school was originally called the Red Frame School on East 6th Street. In the 1920s, Hattiesburg raised $75,000 through a bond to build a new school for grades 1 through 12.
It's going to be developed into a museum that focuses a little bit on civil rights history here in Hattiesburg, Freedom Summer of 1964, and we'll also have a children's gallery, and so we just really want to make this place what it was back in the 1920s, very inviting, very educational, a place where you can go and just learn.
The school recently featured art exhibits and a runway show to celebrate African American hairstyles. The Eureka School is now working to showcase artwork from the Mobile Street Festival. The artwork will highlight historical Black business owners and musicians.
The FDA has issued new vaccine recommendations for the new COVID-19 vaccine on the market. SMTV News spoke with students and faculty here at USM on how it's being received on campus. SMTV's reporter Sophia Vetrano has more.
I think health professionals across the country are kind of grappling with this change that we've seen the FDA make, and a lot of health professionals are giving their own recommendations, which is to continue to get the vaccine and booster.
It's flu and allergy season, but what about COVID? There's a new COVID-19 vaccine out, but only a few number of people can get it.
We change vaccine recommendations all the time, but what we've seen is that the FDA is now approved it for individuals 65 years or older, or individuals who have immunocompromised conditions. This is something we weren't necessarily expecting, and I think health professionals across the country are still recommending, because the evidence really hasn't changed around people's risk level for catching COVID.
Some states are choosing to listen to the FDA while others are not.
In a lot of cases, we're relying on state public health officers to kind of lead the way in making decisions for their state rather than these federal recommendations.
When the COVID-19 vaccine first came out, majority of people got it. Now, as the years go on, rarely anybody gets the boosters.
I don't know about getting this next year's booster, but I definitely will if it becomes more prevalent again, or is something that comes up yearly, kind of like the flu.
Many health officials and students alike see the benefits of getting vaccinated.
Right now, I think it is available in Mississippi, and our state health officer is encouraging people to get vaccinated.
Yeah, I think it's definitely important to stay up to date on your vaccines. You're a lot less liable to get sick if you usually take them. It usually helps your immune system in the long run.
Sophia Vetrano, SMTV News.
STEM alumnus Russell Moore spoke at a recent university forum here on campus. Russell, an American theologian and editor-in-chief of Christianity Today, shared his perspective on morality and social responsibility in modern society. The event, held in the Thad Cochran Ballroom, drew students and community members eager to hear Russell's speech. During his remarks, Russell addressed his topics, including faith, theology, work, and navigating these issues in the current political climate. At the end of the speech, audience members had the opportunity to ask questions and participate in an open discussion on subjects ranging from social issues to personal advice. Russell said the most important thing for students to do now is to pay attention to life.
Attention to your life. Pay attention to the sorts of questions that your life is asking you. And there are all kinds of things that seem uncertain to you right now that will become clearer later. But don't give up. Don't give up asking those questions and seeking those things.
The event concluded with a book signing and reception. For more about university forums and guest speakers, visit usm.edu/honors.
Coming up after the break, SMTV sports anchor Alvia Walker reveals the last week's game and with the Golden Eagles taking a win over App State. That and more in the next messages.
At Furniture Direct, we pay less so you pay less. Big Man Rocker Recliner, their price over $900. Our price $399. Dream Cloud Hybrid Mattress, their price $1299. Ours is $499, and the sheets and pillows are free. Ashley Sectional, theirs is $24.99. Ours $15.99. Reclining Sofa and Love Seat, their price $2,000. Ours is $14.99, and the recliner is free. Furniture Direct, your furniture and mattress destination.
To make sure our futures took off, we joined the Mississippi Army National Guard. With part-time service, we were able to get paid training in the aviation field. We learned skills that helped us get started down the path to a great civilian career. And this is just one out of the hundreds of jobs the Mississippi Army National Guard can train you for. You can learn a trade and earn money for school, all while serving close to home and being there for your community. See what your future could look like by going to nationalguard.com/ms.
Now, time for your SMTV Sports.
It's game time, Golden Eagles. I'm Alvia Walker, your SMTV Sports anchor. Let's get right into it. Southern Miss pulled off a 38-22 victory over App State in their Sun Belt opener last Saturday night. Defensively, the Golden Eagles made big plays, including a 99-yard pick six by Ian Foster and 3 red zone turnovers. On offense, Braylon Braxton led the way, throwing for 279 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Golden Eagles will be facing the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs in Ruston, Louisiana, Saturday at 6:30 p.m. The Mississippi State Bulldogs powered past Southern Miss in a hard-fought match, using strong net play and points late in each set. The Golden Eagles battled with a tough defense, but the Bulldogs' consistency proved the difference as they secured the win 3-1. The Lady Golden Eagles will be back in action tomorrow at home starting at 3 p.m. It's time for our SMTV Player of the Week. Our SMTV Player of the Week goes to Ian Foster. Foster recorded a career high of 12 tackles and 99-yard pick six. Way to go, Foster. Now it's time for our SMTV Player Feature of the Week. This week, our feature player is Lady Eagles Shailene Quick. SMTV's Cameron Johnson has more.
Following the Lady Golden Eagles' first win of the season versus Louisiana Tech, SM2 sat down with Shailene Quick and discussed her thoughts on the season so far and her confidence in her younger teammates for the future.
For me, like this being my last year, or me being a senior, building depth on the team, knowing that I'm going to leave next year, making sure the youngers are prepared for the season coming up and the position to fill in.
To begin this season, the Lady Golden Eagles started out with a 5-game losing streak. When asked how the organization keeps morale high, this is what Quick had to say.
With the losses, it's been hard to be encouraged and to keep showing up after losing so many games, even from the previous season. And to keep that up, we just try to keep each other encouraged to know that these games in preseason and before conference, I mean, it doesn't really matter significantly, but when season or conference comes, we need to lock in and make sure we're getting the wins. But it has been very difficult to be, encouraged or motivated to keep showing up.
Now that we've looked into the past, here is what Quick has to say about what she expects out of the future.
I'm hoping more wins, more goals, more building up of play. We have some injured players right now, so I'm hoping that people who haven't been playing so much can step up and fill those positions in. I just hope we get as far as possible in conference and maybe get to conference tournament.
This has been Cameron Johnson of SMTV.
This has been your SMTV Sports segment. I'm Alvia Walker, and as always, Southern Miss to the top. Students gathered on USM's campus on September 8th in solidarity of those who were killed in Nepal's protest. Recent civil unrest in Nepal has left over 50 dead and over 300 injured during the week of September 8th. The movement, known as the Protests of Gen Z, sparked after the government of Nepal banned social media, including Facebook, X, and YouTube on September 7th, but the ban has since been lifted. The demonstrations turned into an anti-corruption movement. According to the BBC, many protesters held signs saying enough is enough and end corruption. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oily resigned on September 9th due to the anti-corruption movements. PhD student Veka Paudel on Nepal's participated in the solidarity event. His immediate family was not directly impacted, but he considers the country of Nepal as his family.
My whole country is impacted, and my whole country is my family also, so technically, yes. Anyone immediate, yet none, which I'm glad. I reached out to them, asked them if they were impacted or nothing. No one so far. My best friend and their neighbors were impacted in certain ways where they had to go through really traumatic events, see things that I feel nobody should go through.
As of September 12th, Nepal has appointed their first woman Prime Minister, Sushila Karki. She was Nepal's former Chief Justice.
Coming up next, we'll hear about a brand new coffee shop that just opened in the Hub City.
And we'll wrap things up for this edition of SMTV News after these messages.
At Furniture Direct, we pay less so you pay less. Big Man Rocker Recliner, their price over $900. Our price $399. Dream Cloud Hybrid Mattress, their price $12.99. Ours is $4.99, and the sheets and pillows are free. Ashley Sectional, theirs is $24.99. Ours $15.99. Reclining Sofa and Love Seat, their price $2,000. Ours is $14.99, and the recliner is free. Furniture Direct, your furniture and mattress destination.
To make sure our futures took off, we joined the Mississippi Army National Guard. With part-time service, we were able to get paid training in the aviation field. We learned skills that helped us get started down the path to a great civilian career. And this is just one out of the hundreds of jobs the Mississippi Army National Guard can train you for. You can learn a trade and earn money for school, all while serving close to home and being there for your community. See what your future could look like by going to nationalguard.com/ms.
The city of Hattiesburg recently welcomed a new and unique coffee shop known as 7 Brew, a chain known for its distinct dual drive-through system. At the September 15th grand opening, 7 Brew announced a $14,000 donation to the Hub City Humane Society. This donation goes to support residents of the society, like Biscuit, the dog currently on your screen. Originating in Arkansas in 2017, 7 Brew now stands at over 400 nationwide locations, including 7 in Mississippi. At each location, menu items range from energy drinks and smoothies to coffees and teas, and over 20,000 drink combinations to choose from. Finding expansion is not in sight as the company plans to open a second Hattiesburg location closer to the USM campus in late 2025 or early 2026.
As name, image, and likeness changed the college sports landscape, Southern Miss supporters took action, launching the To the Top Collective to keep their athletes competitive on a national level. The collective was founded to provide Golden Eagle student athletes with opportunities to benefit from NIL deals without losing sight of what matters most: education, character, and community. Executive Director Peter Bohm speaks on the goal for the collective.
The long-term vision would be to continue to grow that and to try to, promote and grow the brand of our student athletes and of Southern Miss. Ultimately, that I think now that it's revenue sharing instead of NIL, it's easy for us to move forward and not focus on as much the individual, but the whole as a body.
To the Top Collective helps our athletes succeed on and off the field while giving supporters exclusive access and experiences.
Thank you so much for watching SMTV News. Now I know that we're all wearing pink today and we accidentally excluded Sophia. We're so sorry.
I
didn't
walked
mean it.
in thinking this was Mean Girls. Oh. What is going on? On Wednesdays we wear pink. I did not get the email, the fax.
Honestly, it was merely coincidence. I guess great minds think alike. Not that your mind isn't great, but great minds do think alike. We just decided pink today.
Well, this just end. I'm not allowed to wear the color pink.
But you can we'll wear pink again in October because it's going to be Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
I'll be wearing pink every episode. Y'all can bet on that. I'll be decked out. I'll tell you that much.
Well, go ahead and make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Southern Miss Student Media on our YouTube channel, our Instagram, our Facebook, and on X.
Get all of our newscasts, SMTV original programs, and even stream the student radio station, WUSM FM, all available at sm2media.com.
If you have a news tip, email us at sm2news@usm.edu.
And don't forget to pick up the latest issue of the Student Prince newspaper out now. Pick up your copy today.
Thank you so much again for joining us, and we'll see you on our next edition of SMTV News. I'm Kennedy Drake.
And I'm Gabby Cox. And always remember, Southern Miss to the top.